Hi Gemini, how are you? It's Sarah with Earth to Sarah Tarot. I'm going to do your love reading for the month of November. I'm just going to get right into it and see what's going on with you guys. I was going through my own stuff after that total solar eclipse, and I took some time off of my channel. It's a lot of work, like I said. So anyway, I'm back and let's see what's going on with you guys. Gemini. Okay, I'm sure you guys are glad that Saturn is going home to Capricorn here at the end of November, December. Because that's the planet of restrictions and rules and time and regulation. And Gemini, you're not about that. First card out, okay, that's really bright, is the Four of Cups. I'm gonna angle the camera down in just a second after I get some more cards out. Yeah, so the Four of Cups, let's see, focusing on disappointments rather than blessings, feeling somewhat blue, feeling like life isn't exciting. Like I said, that could have to do with Saturn and limitations. Fours are also about structure, foundation, security, and so maybe feeling emotionally bored, like you want some excitement in your life, Gemini. See what else comes up. But Gemini, love, November. Gemini, love life, November. Why, you don't want to talk, Gemini? You always want to talk. Ruled by Mercury. Okay. Knight of Wands. So Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, fire energy, busybody, excitement, adventure, livelihood, passion, bravery, boldness. Could be movement, traveling, like I said, being busy. So an adventure seeker, and we just were talking about feeling kind of bored or feeling stagnant or feeling, okay, the Seven of Cups, confused. It's very bright. Confused. Sometimes the Seven of Cups to me can be escapism too, and feeling like it's confusion because we have a lot of choices, but it can also be not having a clear mind. And because you're an air sign, you are communicatory, you are sharp, you're intellectual, you can look at things from a detached perspective. So why there seems to be not only a sense of confusion, but a sort of escapism attached to it. If you are drinking heavily, or I'm just going to throw that out there, using drugs or mind-altering substances, it could be causing your mind and your ability to choose which direction you want to go, it could make that much more difficult for you. Oh, wow. Okay, the Five of Pentacles. Let me just angle this down and show you what I'm looking at, Gemini. Okay, hang on. I've got to just make some adjustments. Okay, so some interesting cards up. Not really great energies going on. We have the boredom or feeling stagnant, emotionally drained, like we're lacking something, like we're missing something. We have a busybody, a need for adventure, a need for change, a need for movement. We have a, see how he's black, and that darkness represents that not being able to see clear because you can't see through him. So his mind isn't sharp, and you need your mind to be sharp, Gemini. So what is this confusion? Are you bored in your relationship? Are you emotionally dissatisfied, but you're not quite sure why or what you're lacking? Is there something going on with your money, with work? Five of Pentacles, feeling left out, feeling abandoned, feeling like you don't have enough. Financial problems. Are you spending too much money, Gemini? Trying to, when we feel like that there's something missing, it's almost like you're trying to fill a void. You're trying a bunch of different things to fill this emotional void going on here. And you could be buying things to do that, which is then causing you to be low on money, or traveling, or using substances, spending it on alcohol and fun and clothes and a bunch of different things. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on, Gemini. I hope that it's not something really serious. I hope that you have the Six of Swords, so moving to a more calm, soothing situation. A lot of the times when I see the Six of Swords in a relationship reading, for an air sign especially, it has to do with listening. Are we listening to the other person? Because 70% of our communication is nonverbal, and we have to listen to each other and hear before we make judgments. Somebody's not being heard. It's like you're waiting for a choice to happen. You're waiting for something to come to you. This is about having done something and waiting for the results to come in, but it's still an inactive, patient, looking out into the distance, what's next type of feeling. And same with this, being emotionally confused and not feeling completely satisfied with any choice. So the obvious, if you're dating a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, they're showing up here too. No major arcana quite yet. there could be some conflict in your relationship if you've got, it doesn't have to be a water sign. It could just be someone that you're committed to or someone that's important in your life, but there's, oh yeah, commitment, Aries, it's fire energy. The father of your children, your husband, your parents. These two people are looking at each other. Huh. Yeah, there's a situation where you're not getting along. You're not listening to each other. You're not on the same page. This person, this fire energy, this could be your energy, Gemini, is looking for a more active, successful, proactive type of personality, where this person's very passive aggressive, very concerned with the house and the home and the family, and less concerned with achievements and money. And I don't know, it's like you're focused on figuring out a way to maybe get yourself out of debt, or focusing on what you're spending your money on, where this person isn't. This person is being lazy or frivolously spending. What is going on, Gemini? Unless that's like your two sides of yourself, where sometimes you feel really emotional and then sometimes you feel really crazy and fiery, like you don't give a shit how anyone feels. I'm just trying to figure this out. Either way, you're not happy with your situation at home. You're not making enough money at work. You're not being heard. You're not listening. If you're in a relationship, it seems like you and your partner are on a completely different page, and you guys aren't listening to each other. You're just in your own world. Okay, good. The Two of Cups. So Gemini, reconnecting, reestablishing a bond, getting back on that same page. Both people feeling equally heard, equally loved, equally supported. This water sign doesn't feel that from you. They feel like you're being sort of either selfish or cold or overly concerned with things other than what's going on at home. And they're concerned with their comfort level or what they're feeling at home, and you're not. You're trying to get out here. You're bored at home. Maybe. But these two people do approach life very differently. And communication is going to be a big deal if you want success. And listening is going to be the hardest thing for you to do, Gemini, because the way they are going to talk is going to seem so foreign to you. The way they're going to express their feelings, it's not the way you would do it. It's not the way you would analyze things. You're just like, okay, if there's a problem, let's attack it. Let's go for it. Let's figure it out. And they're like, if there's a problem, they're going to wallow in it for a while. They're going to drink and be an emotional roller coaster where you're going to attack certain situations. So there's a need to, I'm going to pull a couple more cards. See what's going on here with this King of Cups and this Emperor card here. It's two people that want to be dominant, but in very different ways. What's going on with the Emperor? Is that Gemini energy? Is that just overall energy? The Emperor can be, he can be confrontational. He's not afraid of confrontation. And neither are you, Gemini. You're not afraid of confrontation. So I feel like that's your energy. And this King of Cups is your partner or someone that you're interested in. I kind of feel like it isn't somebody new. Like it's someone you've already known or have an established connection with. And you guys are just on a completely different page right now with the decisions that you're making about money, with the decisions that you're making about parenting, with the decisions that you're making about the roles of the household, who should do what. Oh, wow, I just got a lot of cards. That should do it. Let's see what it, oh, man, yeah. Like I said, the household, the roles, who should do what. So here's the Emperor's counterpart, the Empress. So husband and wife, mom and dad. Again, an established connection. Somebody that you've known for a while. You either are married, live together, have children together. This could be even if you're divorced and you're dealing with co-parenting after the divorce. But either way, it's like, yeah, there's a conflict with who's bringing home the money, who should be bringing home the money, there's almost like a good guy and a bad guy parent. Maybe you have to be the harsh one, the bad guy, and this water sign is taking on the more feminine, more kind role, or the other way around. You're allowing, if we're talking about parenting, you're letting the child sort of push you around, and the father's saying, hey, this isn't okay. Conflict around stuff like that, parenting styles, you know, one being more strict and dominant, the other being more kind and empathetic and emotional. Excuse me, I had to drink some water. But I see two people on an extremely different page. What's funny is that we have the Emperor, which represents Aries, Leo, Sag, the fire, and we've got fire, and then we've got the Cups, which, you know, goes along with this King, Cups. So one page, the other page, needing to listen to each other and talk and sail on the same boat, you know, get on the same boat about this, about feeling, needing help, needing support, needing to pay attention to each other, needing to talk about bills, finances, where the money's going, who's earning the money, how how comfortable you are, how the team is functioning. This is also about teammates and having a group of people that work for you that you can trust. And you know, like this guy packed up his ship and he's waiting for his goods to come back. He trusts his team that they have done the work on their end. And, you know, it's a cohesive scenario. That's lacking here, a cohesive scenario where both parties feel like there's an equal input. So maybe this person feels a lack of emotional connection, a lack of sympathy, a lack of sexual connection. And this person feels a lack of responsibility on the other end. You know, one person's being more responsible, being more strict, being more the breadwinner, being the more aggressive party. And so this scenario would be a cohesive scenario where these two people equally did what they were supposed to do, equally felt respected, equally felt valued, parenting on the same page. But instead, we have this. This is what popped out with the Empress. The Five of Wands, the Three of Swords. Competition, fighting, discord, heartbreak, sharp words. What's happening? Fighting, yelling, arguing over money, over relationship, over expectations in the relationship, over who feels worse. It's not that one of you feels bad or one of you is doing something worse to the other. I think you equally feel bad. Threes, three. It's, you know, both people feel bad. And because there's equal male and female, if we're talking about a husband and a wife, both people feel bad. So there's no blame game. There shouldn't be a blame game. There should be a listening and reevaluating what we're doing. And if you're drinking and partying and hanging out with the crowd that tempts you to do shady things, to spend your money poorly, to flirt, to engage in behavior that's not good for your relationship or your family, then you need to cut out that aspect, that partying aspect or whatever, the indulgences. Okay. There's like a homebody and then someone that's out there wanting to be a busybody and a need to come to some sort of cohesive agreement where both people feel respected and feel like they're on the same page. If not, then, how long do you want to go through this situation? How long do you want to feel abandoned, left out, like you don't have what you need? How long are you going to continue to put each other through that, if that's what it is? But if it's just a road bump and there's still a lot of love and a lot of hope you know, this makes me feel here. These 3 cards make me feel, oh, I'm sorry, like there's something here. There's something to this connection. So it would be hard to say, oh yeah, just walk away. There could be a way to smooth it out, or it might be worth trying to smooth it out. And I also feel like this person is a good person. I like the King of Cups a lot. They're loyal, they're compassionate, they love very deeply. So, but when they're upset or when they've been wronged, I mean, there's no going back from there. If their heart gets broken, or if they feel like they're not loved, they'll seek love somewhere else because they really need it. I don't know. Something's going on. So Gemini, whatever's up, stop being preoccupied with stuff. Stop taking on any forms of escapism or yeah, you know, just doing the most. Don't do that. Focus on how to get back on the same page here, if that's what you want. Because like I said, this is an honorable connection or a marriage or someone you've known for a while. I'm not saying throw it away. But if you guys don't figure out either how to parent properly or how to renegotiate the needs being met in the relationship, how to listen to each other, if you don't give it, you know, do a little compromise about how we're going to spend our money, how the things that we're going to invest in, and how to get back together, your children and your environment's going to feel very chaotic. And if you do have kids, they're going to pick up on that. They're going to pick up on the chaos and they're going to mimic it. So it all starts here, being on the same page with parenting. And if you're in a relationship and you aren't addressing your fights, you aren't dealing with them, you're just avoiding them and not trying to get on the same page, and then something comes up, you have a group event, you drink a little, a big fight breaks out, and it's embarrassing. And that's the first sign, I think, for couples, is if you're going out with your friends and drinking, or going out with your friends in a social atmosphere and you can't get along when you're with other people, and other people notice the bickering and the, you know, just that nitpicky bickering behavior, that's the first sign that there's something not right, something not being addressed, that you're just kind of covering up and living through. So don't allow that to happen, because your people around you will pick up on that too, and it's embarrassing. So yeah, I hope that made sense for you, Gemini, and I'm sorry that the cards aren't awesome. It's not like, it's not a horrible thing, it's just moving. If the connection's worth it, this is how life is. Sometimes we're good, sometimes we're bad, so you have to try to work on it. You have to try to get on the same page, reconnect, restructure, and move forward. Or the alternative is not break up or whatever. But I hope that's not the case, if that's not what you want. Have a wonderful month, and I will see you soon. Bye.